I finally found the right maze. What's up, everybody? It's Eli here from TreeFall Studios, bringing you a brand new look at Maze on the PS4. As you can see, it looks like back in the day when I was working on it originally for the Wii U with the development updates. And that's because the game has to basically be built from the ground up again to cope with the new Unity stuff. This is being built in Unity 2019. It was originally built in Unity 4, which is like 10 versions ago, basically. So all the materials, everything has to be redone. You can see these pink images here. This is basically what's missing. It means there's a material that's broken. The materials don't even come over the same, so I just have to go in by hand and reassign all those values for, like, you know, the circles here were the maze names of the levels that would spin around, and the big square up there was where the image of the check mark would appear when you beat the level. So I just thought I'd go ahead and give you a look at, you know, what kind of stuff I'm working with. I've worked on it for a bit already to get it working, because like when it first started you couldn't even see like the level colors, and like you can see, for instance, here, I mean, this already looks way better than the Wii U. I went ahead and made a bump map, a normal map for the material of the dirt, and with the new engine, you know, there's light can traverse across the dirt, so it looks a bit better. You know, it's still all blocky to fit with the maze theme and whatnot, but you know, it's got a little bit more effects than it did originally on the Wii U. And same with these bricks. I mean, you can see the light cascading off the bricks, and you can see that they're a little bit more 3D, which is pretty cool. This is one of my favorite textures that I ever drew by hand, because I drew all these bricks by hand in Photoshop. So I think it looks pretty good for this whole maze theme. I can show you some of the worlds, because I set it up where it works with the controller again, and some of the buttons work. So this is level 1. I think the bricks look pretty good in this level with the lighting. I'm still working on it, and the grass is, I've changed those values a little bit, so I think that looks pretty good. Also, a cool thing about the coins, they look a lot better, because now I have like an actual metal shine on them, which is, you know, just a little touch update, because the new engine handles metals much better than the old one did. The metal materials were a lot different, so I think the coins look a little bit better. This level is mostly back. I fixed all the materials here. You can see the butterflies, and I fixed this one so you could see, like, you know, the little tutorial. You could fall down the hole and all that. But yeah, also the first-person controller was completely broken when switching from Unity 4 to Unity 2019. It took forever. I mean, I had to like upgrade this into like Unity 5, then upgrade and then fix all the errors there, and then upgrade it into Unity 2017, then fix the errors there, and then upgrade it to Unity 2019 and fix these errors here. So it's got a long way to go. I just thought it would be cool to show a quick development update on, you know, what's going on with it so far, what it kind of looks like. I've changed a lot of the values and the code a little bit for the first-person controller, so it's definitely not going to be the same as Maze on Wii U. It's basically completely different, and I had to do a lot to fix it to get it running this smooth. It still looks a little not as smooth as it could be, just because I think there's a lot running on my machine with the game and the capture software and all that stuff. It looks a little bit better when I'm playing it just by itself, but there's a lot of tweaking and a lot of changing I have to do throughout the rest of this development process for this port remaster. This level is always meant to be a little bit darker. I think this is a bit too dark. The shadows look a bit overplayed with the brick. It kind of makes it look way too pixely. I'm gonna have to turn that down for this level per se. But I went ahead and fixed all the colors in this one, which was pretty cool. I really enjoyed these first couple mazes, just because they were so simple, but they really give you the feel of the game, and it was a lot of fun. You can see the clouds up there also are missing their materials are broken. It was a lot of fun making these like simple levels, and then like going from here to making really complicated and complex mazes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this brief look at the state of the development. and realize, it just doesn't translate over one-to-one. I got a lot of fixing to do just to get the old product to get to where it used to be. And then after that, I need to go through and keep working on improving the original product, like making the materials better, maybe fixing some textures here and there, changing up a little bit of the stuff in the environment. Also, I think I'm going to fix some of the UI, make that look a little bit better. I mean, as you can see, I don't even think there's any working. All the coins are missing. Yeah, so I got to fix all those materials, but I think I'm going to redo all that and redo the pause menu and all that stuff and redo the title screen and, tons of stuff to make it more modern. But I hope you enjoyed this development look, and I'll be doing weekly updates on my journey back through Maze. Also, besides Maze, we will be bringing Maze 1.5, which is called Maze Pedestal of Trials, the original spin-off of Maze, which is a sequel to this game that we actually finished but then never released because of the Wii U timing, where like it really wasn't worth all the hassle to get it released. So there's a whole game with like 10 or 12 new mazes, I think, that have new features that are not seen in this game, that we never released. So we plan on fixing that one up for the PlayStation 4 at the same time that we fix this game up, and then release them both, and then that will get us to the point where we can start prepping development for Maze 2. We've got a lot of fans that really enjoy these Maze games. I think it's one of the most fun games I've created, I think, for me, in terms of the development. I really enjoy making it, like doing all the different creative levels and such like that. But so I think the journey to Maze 2 will be a really fun ride. I've got a lot of cool new ideas that can change the gameplay up for that. But anyways, thanks for taking this brief look at the game with me. We got a long way to go, but hopefully it will be ready shortly. Hope you have a great day.